USA. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Alex Kamara in the passing game, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. To throw, Winston. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Winston's throw complete there to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Jameis to throw it. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Escaping the pressure right. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown! Kenny Galladay, 36 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jameis Winston and the Saints ready to go back again on offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The first down throw for Winston. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Throwing Jones. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second and long. Jones. Flushed out right. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past him.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Time again to see Jameis Winston in this Saints offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. First down, Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Pharaoh Cooper now going to bring it out. So thanks to the late, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just...
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. Now Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here's Jones. Throwing, rush coming, and he's taken down. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's got room. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now he'll escape to his right. Oh, big hole right side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So now Jones and the Giants trailing 17-10, 2:18 on the clock. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And his throw here is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out 1st downs.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop them.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Now Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Winston. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse.